mischievous, troublesome, playful. Naughty behavior comes in many forms. In this video, we'll explore words that describe being cheeky, disobedient, or rebellious. With definitions, fun examples, and images, let's learn the language of naughtiness. Mischievous as adjective. Inclined to or showing a fondness for causing mischief or annoyance. Playfully naughty or teasing, causing minor trouble or mischief. Despite his mischievous behavior, he was always quick to apologize and make amends. The cat had a mischievous glint in its eye as it batted at the dangling curtain tassels. The mischievous child couldn't resist pulling pranks on his siblings. Her mischievous grin hinted at the trouble she was about to cause. The dog's mischievous antics kept the family entertained, but occasionally landed it in trouble. Rascally as adjective. Characterized by cunning or deceitful behavior. Mischievous. Behaving in a playful or naughty manner. The rascally puppy got into the trash again, scattering garbage all over the kitchen. The rascally fox outsmarted the farmers, sneaking into the hen house to steal eggs. With a rascally grin, he pulled a prank on his unsuspecting friend, causing laughter all around. Despite his rascally behavior, the little boy had an irresistible charm that endeared him to everyone. The rascally raccoon raided the garden, feasting on ripe tomatoes under the cover of darkness. Disreputable as adjective. Having a bad reputation, lacking respectability or credibility. Not considered honorable or trustworthy. Viewed with suspicion or disapproval. The politician's association with disreputable individuals damaged his credibility. The disreputable businessman was known for his shady dealings and fraudulent practices. The disreputable nature of the company's practices led to public outcry and legal action. She refused to stay at the disreputable motel due to its history of crime and unsanitary conditions. Avoiding disreputable websites can help protect your personal information online. Scandalous as adjective. Causing general public outrage by a perceived offense against morality or propriety. Disgraceful or shocking in nature, often involving immoral or unethical behavior. The tabloid newspaper published scandalous stories about the celebrity's personal life. The scandalous behavior of the company's executives resulted in a major public relations crisis. The scandalous affair between the CEO and a subordinate employee became the talk of the town. The politician's scandalous actions led to widespread condemnation from the public. The novel revealed scandalous secrets about the wealthy family's dark past. Cynic is noun. A person who believes that people are motivated purely by self-interest rather than acting for honorable or unselfish reasons. Someone who distrusts or is contemptuous of human sincerity and integrity, often exhibiting a skeptical or pessimistic outlook. His experiences had turned him into a cynic, believing that genuine kindness was a rarity in today's world. As a cynic, she found it difficult to believe in acts of altruism and kindness without questioning underlying motives. The cynic's constant cynicism made it challenging for others to engage in meaningful conversations with him. The cynic dismissed the politician's promises as mere rhetoric aimed at winning votes. Despite his accomplishments, he remained a cynic, always questioning the motives of those around him. Reprehensible as adjective. Deserving censure or condemnation, blameworthy. Morally wrong or unacceptable. His behavior at the meeting was reprehensible. He insulted everyone present. Cheating on exams is considered reprehensible behavior in academic settings. The company's unethical business practices were widely condemned as reprehensible. Animal cruelty is a reprehensible act that should be punished severely. Politicians who engage in corrupt practices are viewed as reprehensible by the public. Caustic is adjective. Able to burn or corrode organic tissue by chemical action, corrosive. Sarcastic in a scathing and bitter way, cutting or biting in speech or tone. Caustic chemicals should be handled with care to avoid skin irritation or burns. The politician's caustic wit was both admired and feared by his colleagues. She responded to his caustic criticism with a calm and measured demeanor. The critic's review was filled with caustic commentary, tearing apart the film's flaws. His caustic remarks often offended those around him, earning him a reputation for being abrasive. Scurrilous as adjective. Making or spreading scandalous claims about someone with the intention of damaging their reputation. Using coarse or vulgar language. Foul-mouthed. The journalist faced legal action for her scurrilous article about the celebrity. She was fired for making scurrilous remarks about her colleagues. His opponents resorted to scurrilous attacks in an attempt to discredit him. The comedian's scurrilous jokes offended many audience members. The tabloid published scurrilous accusations against the politician. Insidious as adjective. Operating or proceeding in an inconspicuous or seemingly harmless manner, but actually with harmful effects. Subtly treacherous or dangerous. The insidious disease had no symptoms until it was too late. The insidious nature of social media addiction can be hard to recognize. The politician made insidious comments about their opponent's personal life. The insidious spread of misinformation online can have serious consequences. The company used insidious tactics to exploit their workers. Vitriolic as adjective. Containing or characterized by strong or bitter criticism. Highly corrosive. The debate turned vitriolic as the candidates attacked each other's character and policies. The article was filled with vitriolic attacks on the author's political opponents. The online comments were full of vitriolic language and personal insults. The movie review was criticized for its vitriolic tone towards the actors and director. The talk show host was known for her vitriolic rants against celebrities and public figures. Deceitful as adjective. Given to deceiving or misleading others, dishonest. Intending to deceive, deceptive. Her deceitful smile hid her true intentions. She couldn't trust him anymore after discovering his deceitful behavior. It was deceitful of him to pretend he didn't know about the situation. The politician's deceitful promises were exposed by the media. The salesman's deceitful tactics led the customers to buy unnecessary products. Malicious as adjective. Intending or intended to do harm. Showing a desire to cause harm, pain, or distress to someone. She spread malicious rumors about her coworker in an attempt to sabotage her reputation. The hacker launched a malicious cyber attack, causing chaos across the network. His malicious grin hinted at the trouble he was planning. Writing malicious code with the intention of damaging computer systems is illegal and unethical. The villain's malicious intent was evident in his cruel actions. Pejorative as adjective. Derogatory or insulting in nature, used to demean or criticize. Intended to belittle, disparage, or show disrespect to a person or group. He used a pejorative term to describe his opponent's position. The article contains several pejorative comments about immigrants. The comedian's jokes were often pejorative towards women and minorities. The politician was criticized for using pejorative language in his speeches. The word retarded is now considered pejorative and offensive. Contentious as adjective. Causing or likely to cause an argument. Controversial. Involving or characterized by argument or controversy. The contentious issue of immigration policy has sparked a heated debate among politicians. The contentious relationship between the two neighboring countries has resulted in a long-standing border dispute. The contentious divorce proceedings lasted for years and were highly publicized. The contentious decision to cut funding for public education has caused protests and strikes among teachers and students. The new CEO's contentious management style has led to disagreements with the board of directors. Wicked as adjective. Evil or morally wrong. Characterized by cruelty, malice, or wickedness. Playfully mischievous or naughty. Inclined to cause trouble or mischief. The cat had a wicked gleam in its eye as it prepared to pounce on its unsuspecting prey. The villain's wicked deeds were finally thwarted by the hero's bravery. Despite his reputation as a troublemaker, he had a kind heart beneath his wicked exterior. The wicked which cast a spell on the princess, turning her into a frog. He had a wicked sense of humor, often making jokes that pushed the boundaries of good taste. Venal as adjective. Capable of being bought or obtained for a price. Mercenary or corruptible. Open to bribery or corruption. Willing to sell one's influence or integrity for personal gain. The judge was known for his venal tendencies, often ruling in favor of the highest bidder. Corruption scandals rocked the government, exposing numerous venal practices among officials. The police force underwent reforms to root out venal officers who were involved in organized crime. The politician was accused of being venal, accepting bribes in exchange for political favors. The company's hiring process was criticized for being venal, with positions often filled based on personal connections rather than merit. Acerbic as adjective. It can also be used to describe a person who is irritable or easily angered. It is often used to describe a person's or thing's personality or behavior that is harsh, critical, and often with a negative connotation. In the heat of an argument, people may resort to acerbic comments and insults, causing hurt feelings and damaged relationships. The author's acerbic satire of the fashion industry exposed its excesses and absurdities, provoking both laughter and reflection. The comedian's acerbic wit often skewered celebrities and politicians, earning both laughs and criticism. The critic's acerbic review of the movie left little doubt about his negative opinion of the film. The boss's acerbic tone and biting remarks made it clear that she was not happy with the team's performance. Chicanery as noun. Deceptive practices or tactics, especially in politics or law. The use of trickery or deception to achieve a dishonest or unfair advantage. The politician's campaign was marked by chicanery, including false promises and smear tactics. The company engaged in accounting chicanery to inflate its profits and deceive investors. The student was caught using chicanery to cheat on the exam, leading to disciplinary action. The investigative journalist uncovered a web of chicanery involving bribery and corruption in government contracts. The lawyer accused the opposing counsel of resorting to chicanery to win the case. Belligerent as adjective. Hostile and aggressive in nature or behavior, relating to or engaged in war or warfare. The belligerent drunkard was causing a disturbance in the bar. The coach criticized the player for his belligerent behavior on and off the field. The country's belligerent stance on territorial disputes led to international condemnation. The party guests were taken aback by the host's belligerent outburst. The student was sent to the principal's office for his belligerent attitude towards the teacher. Cynic is adjective, exhibiting or characterized by cynical beliefs or attitudes, such as distrust, skepticism, or pessimism, expressing contempt or distrust for human sincerity and integrity, bitterly or mockingly distrustful. The comedian's humor was often cynical, poking fun at society's flaws and hypocrisies. His cynical remarks about the government's motives reflected his lack of trust in political institutions. His cynical demeanor masked a deep-seated disappointment with humanity's moral failings. She adopted a cynical view of relationships, believing that everyone had ulterior motives. Despite her cynical exterior, she secretly hoped for genuine kindness and compassion in the world. Malevolent as adjective, having or showing ill will or hatred towards others, wishing evil or harm to others. The new boss had a malevolent air about him, making his employees feel uneasy and on edge. The malevolent glare of the criminal sent chills down the witness's spine. The graffiti on the wall was a clear act of malevolent vandalism. The dictator's malevolent reign of terror left the country in ruins. The horror movie was filled with malevolent spirits and supernatural entities. Level up your English. Master vocabulary, idioms, and phrasal verbs with fun quizzes. Translate meanings into 104 languages. Download now. Link in the description. Please like and subscribe to our channel.